I'm just kidding.
But he might be wanted in 3 different states, which we don't know.
Oh,
That could be the reluctancy in his voice.
Well, see, in this state I go by Anthony Wade. In this other state I go by another name. But no. No, I was born in Pennsylvania. My dad was Air Force, and we wound up here in
That's
California.
what I'm seeing from you. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Well, the way you are, you're very prim and proper. You're a stand-up guy.
Oh, okay.
Military,
I see.
it's the military, right?
the military upbringing.
Same thing with Danny, and you get it. My father was Air Force.
You learn respect.
Yeah, my father was Air Force. And,
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
And, yeah, he never had to take a belters because we understood, right?
Well, you know why that is, don't you?
No, tell us.
When you're in the Air Force, okay, I don't know how it is today, but back in the day, if your dad was in the Air Force, anything you did as a child,
It went on him.
it went on him.
Yeah,
And he knew about it.
Yeah,
So,
I remember that.
Yeah.
Were you a military brat having to fly around to different places?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow. How many
Absolutely.
stations did you go?
I never really counted how many stations, but I can honestly say I never spent more than 3 years at any one school.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
no wonder he's so
elementary
personable. He
school,
learned how to make
so-
friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what,
you have to.
And those are the things that I see. I'm like, okay, military guys. Yeah. My father, by the time he had me, he was out of it already. He'd already did his full term. He was in he moved to San Francisco, and I've been there ever since. But
Keep in mind, he's
I know
number
we
10.
bounced around.
He's number 10
Yeah, 10th in the family. Yeah,
out of 11.
Yeah.
And they finally figured out how it happened, right? Okay. Oh, no, or they had to keep going until they actually got it right.
No.
I definitely was like unexpected. 'Cause my dad
At
must
around
have- yeah.
they got cable.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I think my
that's
dad
what
must
it
have
is.
been about 50 when I was born. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, because my oldest sister is almost coming up near 80.
Oh, wow.
And I'm
Okay.
60, so
Right.
you can imagine, right? So
Yeah.
since my father was in the military and he always had to leave all the time, whenever he got home, there was another one popping up, right?
Yep. That's the way it
He had
goes.
13 kids.
Yep.
altogether.
That's the way it
Right?
goes
You
in
remember
the
military,
military.
right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You come back.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
he'd come home. Who's
He's
this?
like,
Meet your
like,
your
oops.
13th son.
Yeah.
Why does he
Yes.
look like the milkman?
It was cable guy.
It
was just starting.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I remember when the cable first came out. Yes. Yes.
He the fact that we know this is bad.
Yeah. really dating ourselves here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's all right. We were never
Let me ask you
shopping.
this: martial arts has come a long way, but it's also dwindling. Do you think that
It's evolved.
It's evolved?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like that
MMA?
take. Yeah.
So, I always put, every art in one of 4 categories: sport,
Yeah.
self-defense, theatrical,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The arts part. Yeah, I get that.
and combat.
And then combat. Yeah.
And then combat.
Yeah.
Right. Combat, you take combat on the streets, you're going to catch a case.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You take combat in a sports arena,
Disqualification.
you're going to get disqualified.
And a case.
And quite possibly a case as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so I always, and this is what I always tell potential new students, when you're looking at a school, figure out what you want, okay? Figure out which category you want, and then find a school that fits for you. Find a teacher and find, students in the school that you actually can
Well,
relate
it's
to.
funny that you say that because for us, I mean, we've never been the sport or the theatrical. Or
Right.
like, we're all combative. I mean,
Right.
Didn't we just film a short movie?
Yeah.
Or
right?
are we not theatrical now?
Well, just now. we became actors.
So there is a fine line between self-defense and combative.
Right.
Okay, it's a very fine
very,
line
yeah.
between the two. Okay, combative is, basically combat. Out there on the fields, in the battlefields, and so on and so forth.
Quick as death. That's what we're
Exactly,
looking for
quick
now.
as death. Whereas self-defense, you're still defending yourself, but there's still some legalities behind
That you
it.
want to stay and make
Right.
sure that you're not crossing that line.
I'm sorry, KK. In that bottom pouch of my knife, of my stick bag, there's knives there. You can go ahead and use those if needed. So, okay. You can use one of those if you want. So, yeah, just handle my business here.
Yeah.
Just handle my business.
Just to remind you all, we are at an event for the Golden Dragon Ohana.
And he actually has students here, so yeah.
Yes.
And Dennis is mooning us, which you shouldn't do that in front of kids.
I'm scarred for life, gentlemen. People, I'm scarred for life.
I love it. You know, we're a bunch of martial arts people are really crazy, folks. Just to remind you. I mean,
Yeah, seriously. Before I met martial arts people, I was always the weird one, and now I realize, nope, I found my people.
Yeah.
There's a group of us.
see,
Okay.
Look, as charismatic as you are,
Okay. No.
you have to admit it's a little difficult to really relate to people that don't train.
You have to have a unique personality to be able to do this.
yeah.
Think about it for a second.
I'd agree.
People are paying money to go once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times a week to get their butts handed to them,
Right.
Yeah.
and come back, do it again.
Right?
Yep.
And then learn
Okay.
stuff that you hope never to have to use.
Exactly. Exactly the point.
It's like, no, waste the money. People are being fooled.
At the end of the day, you learn it in case you need it. It's
In
one of those
case, yeah.
situations. It's better to have it than not need it than
Oh,
need
yeah.
it not
It's
have
like
it.
car insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get into a wreck without
And
car insurance.
unfortunately,
Exactly.
I've had to use mine too many
So-
times. It's starting to get me in trouble.
I heard rumors about that.
Yeah,
Yeah. By the way,
not a rumor.
Oh wait, do you have life insurance?
I do.
You do?
Twice.
Okay, I need you to go talk to that guy over there and get another life insurance policy, and I need to be the beneficiary. Exactly.
Why?
No reason. No reason at all.
See, we're not the only ones that think our relationship is going to end in a death match.
I think so. And it's funny that you're absolutely right, though, right? I mean, we're planning on a episode called "The Wives of Martial Artists." See, look at your face, right?
Or actually, the widows of martial artists. Yeah.
Right? I mean, either one, right?
Because if you
Yeah.
think about it, if your wife's not into martial arts, you're out of the house, you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Divorce.
It's.
Yeah.
But can you
That's
imagine?
possibility.
very,
Yeah.
Can you
very
imagine
same reason.
the stories that they would tell?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
My wife is already like, "Yeah, I want to be on there." She didn't say that happily. She's like, "Yeah, I want to be on there." It's like,
Yes.
Stuff needs to be
Yes.
said.
Yes. Yes.
It had that attitude, like, "Oh, maybe I won't do this."
Exactly.
But we're going to get it done. We're going to get
We're
it
gonna
done
get
this
it
year.
done. We have several. We have John Atkinson's wife.
Oh,
It's like,
she is so down.
I'm afraid I'm going to say something bad. We'll end up in divorce. Yes, bring that. Bring it.
Oh my goodness. That means we better have a couch for
Don't
John.
worry, honey. I won't divorce you.
Folks, that was John Atkinson's. The very good we were talking.
I love that, man.
But
It's-
it's just hilarious
Yeah.
because like I said, my wife is always badgering me about the shit that I do, and I'm always away. I don't have time to do this and that, and whatever else, and so it's going to be a fun show. We're going to
Yes.
put that together.
Yeah.
What's your wife's number?
So, yes, 777.
he has an image to protect, okay?
Absolutely. Now she's going to be watching this, and she's going to be reaching out to you guys probably.
But
No, it's not going to happen.
I'll find them, honey. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You don't
we've
have to
had
remember.
we had some people that say, "Yeah, I'd be very interested in doing that because of that very reason." That yeah, I got a lot of shit to say. I got
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mickey Lopez. His wife's like, "Yeah, I mean,
She's down.
Oh yeah. So my wife and I, we got married in 2005, and before we got married, I told her I'm very involved in martial arts, and I have a very busy life. If this isn't something that you can do, she's like, no problem at all. So when I opened my school up, she trained with me for a little bit, and she got a yell about, and then she was like, this isn't for me. You just go ahead and continue doing your thing. So I was like, okay, good.
Wow. So do you get any of the grief that comes along with having to be gone all the time?
No.
Oh, you're
I
lucky.
work
You're
very
lucky.
hard at trying to keep it,
Separate.
I try and keep things separate. Try and keep it balanced. Yeah.
How do you do that? Because I have
it
two
ain't
girls,
easy. Ain't easy.
divorced,
And a divorce.
have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So trying to balance all that. I try to mix them as often as I can. That's why I bring my daughters with me.
Everything has to be compartmentalized, dude. I mean,
I'm not good at that.
and you have to be present in the moment.
He doesn't know how to do that.
So
If it's not about martial arts, he's gone.
It's hard.
just get hit in the head a few more times. And it'll come to you.
I'll at least look like I'm in the moment.
Yeah. It'll come to you. See, when you see him days like this, really he's not in the moment.
No,
It's
he's
just,
not.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
he's thinking about Kata 1, Pinu 2.
exactly.
And she's trying to have a serious conversation.
Concussion 1, concussion 4.
Exactly. Oh yes.
I skipped 2 and 3 because
Yes.
I don't remember them very much.
Yes.
So one of the things that we also ask of our guests, Johnny Oliver is a great example. How many injuries you got? How many brokens and how many?
Interesting story behind that. So I was like thinking to myself, you know what? I've been doing really great. Not dealing with a lot of injuries, body's still pretty healthy and so on and so forth. And then it dawned on me, like, hold on a second. In 2014, my arm was paralyzed, and I had to go through surgery for that. And after the very next year, things weren't as good. So I'm like,
blown knees.
well, knee is inconsequential.
Dude, that's what led him to martial arts. Wasn't even...
Exactly. That's what led me to martial arts. And I started to have the same symptoms in my shoulder, so then I wound up having neck surgery. And I had 4 vertebrae.
Yeah, did it turn out your neck was broken the whole time and your muscles were holding you
you
up?
were just walking around like his head was like flopping around.
No, I grew extra bone and it was pressing on the nerves, causing
I know what that is,
and stuff
Been
like
there,
that.
done that. Still going
so,
through it.
Yeah, so they had to go in and clean it up and fuse.
I'm afraid
4
to get
vertebrae
cut.
together. So
I got so many injuries that I'm afraid to get cut in the back.
it was funny. I had an option: lose the use of my arms, or get it done.
Oh, you got to get it done. So, yeah. I'm not at that point.
Must have been a hard choice.
So it was actually pretty easy, pretty quick choice.
Go cut.
So,
I can't feed myself.
Yeah.
White? No.
So
I guess we're going.
That's really the worst of it.
Right.
So that's about it.
Wow. Yeah, because like I said, martial artists have a penchant of getting something broken.
Absolutely.
On the regular.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of things happen to me, just everywhere and anywhere, and I tell you, but it was also the martial arts that helped me get through it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's the destroying it and healing cycle.
Because we understand, okay, now I got to be this way or whatever. One thing that Naeem's always talking about is like the more hurt that I get, the better I get to be a fighter.
Dangerous
Yes.
it becomes.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's insane.
Because the adjustments that we have to make when we move.
Exactly.
And how we kind of key in on like, I don't want you to hit that side. I'm going to stay over here,
Right.
It's a constant battle, but we do learn from our stupidity.
Right. Yeah,
It's not even mistakes.
I don't know. I don't
Absolutely.
even know if you can't say you learn from it because, 2 days after his hip surgery, he was in class on a crutch, showing people stuff.
Yeah. When I had my shoulder and neck surgery, I think I missed one class because I didn't have anybody to drive me. But other
you
than
would've
that,
went.
I had the neck brace on, and I was sitting there on the side teaching class the following week.
But that's what we do.
Yeah,
right?
that's what we do. And I think it was
Again,
important
why
for me.
people can't relate to us.
Yeah. Well, my wife was going absolutely bonkers, over it. But,
You're going where?
I explained to her this way. I said, if the younger generation, if they don't see what it's like to be committed to something, okay, then they'll never know.
Right.
Okay. And so for me, it was just a matter of showing the kids and my students that, I'm down, but I'm not out.
Yeah, one of my problems is the day after the same day after the surgery when I got home, my wife had me get up and walk the house. She goes, no, you're not going to lay down. You're not going to, because she's a medical assistant.
Right.
And she's like, nope, get your ass up, walk the house.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. So by the weekend, and that was on Thursday, Saturday was class. So I was like, well, she had me out. I'm going to class.
Might as well.
know?
Well, see, so they lied to me. When I had my neck surgery, they lied to me. Okay. Before I went in, they were like, okay, before you can leave, you have to make sure that you can get up, go to the bathroom, and walk around and eat as well, because obviously they're cutting your neck. Got to make sure that you can swallow and so on and so forth. So not even an hour after I get out of surgery, my wife, she goes out and she gets me a chicken sandwich and some apple juice. I choked that thing down so hard. It's like, okay, I can eat. I gotta go to the bathroom now. Got up, my little, went to the bathroom. Okay, guys, I'm ready to leave. They're like, no,
You have to stay another week.
you gotta stay. No, you gotta stay overnight. I was like,
Oh yeah,
Y'all
that's
lied
the old
to me.
days. That's
Yeah.
the old days.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
so this is in 15.
Yeah,
2015.
because nowadays, because I had my surgery a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They threw me out the very day.
The very next day?
Yeah, an hour and a half later, after the drugs wore off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't get to stay?
I guess it depends on your insurance.
well, yeah, that too.
Could be.
Yeah, that too. So,
But yeah, that's how they do it.
But, you know,
a lot of it is
it-
all.
It
well,
just-
and you don't want to stay in the hospital.
No.
No, you
it's
get
not
sicker
right.
and uglier.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
Well, you must have been there a
Exactly.
lot.
Started
then.
looking like this guy here. I'm sorry. What was that?
Thank you.
I'm only ugly next to him, okay? That's why I have him around all the time.
He's just an easy target.
Yeah, well, you got a point. I
Well, I
can't
do play
dispute it, so
Uki for everyone, so
you,
it's
you
kinda,
win.
it's kinda what
I
it
can't
does.
dispute it.
No, but it's funny, the whole thing about the mentality of the martial arts is, you know, you get hurt and you're back to it right away. As soon as you're capable of, you're not going 100%, but you're going. But it's not until recently that Western medicine has actually figured out that helps you heal faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then your blood circulates in the right
Yes.
direction. You get less scar tissue. You get less.
Yes.
You get more mobility because of it, and so you actually heal faster because you're moving versus just staying
Absolutely.
laying down somewhere.
We actually had a chiropractor
Yeah.
on the show tell us that. He goes, no, you got to start moving. He goes, back in the old days, they would have you lay down for a week.
Yeah,
And they found
immobilize,
people
yeah.
were getting worse
Right.
because everything was just so stagnant,
Right.
not doing anything.
Right.
But now they just say, get out.
Yeah.
We need the bed.
Yeah.
Stop being a little bitch.
I prefer to get out and keep
yeah.
moving
I can't,
and,
yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean,
funny.
yeah, having COVID sucked the worst because as much as I wanted to do stuff, I'd gas out so fast.
Right.
For like 4 days, it would take me hours just to get a simple task done. But I kept pushing it until I was like, all right, I need to eat, sit down.
yeah.
Let me ask you this, because we talked about COVID, and COVID is a big thing right now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Any of your students get hit by it? Or
I think it's about everybody's going to come down with COVID.
Yeah.
I came down with COVID first part of January, and actually, I didn't even know I had symptoms. I didn't even know I had COVID.
Oh, it's asymptomatic.
But I kept school, and I kept doing what I like to do and the things I like to do, with the agreement with my family that I will regularly test.
Right.
Okay.
And so we went out of town, over New Year's. We came back, tested that Monday morning. I was negative.
Right.
Okay. Went, did class. Everything was fine, and I had scheduled my regular test on a Thursday.
Right.
I'm having fun. I had a cough, post nasal drip. I had a cough, 4 to 6 hours. Nothing else other than that. So I go down and get my the PCR test on Thursday, and Monday I get a text message from the CDC. CDC.
Yeah.
What the world?
Now you're under their radar.
So I went online, and sure enough, I was positive. I was positive. And like I said, I would not have known that I had COVID if I
didn't get
if I
tested.
didn't get tested.
No, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy how it hits some people really hard, and other people have very mild symptoms. I mean, I can have it, you'll get it, and you won't, and it's just
Yeah,
nuts.
it's an anomaly, and that's the thing, because my wife, like I said, she's in the medical field. She tells me all the time. She goes, don't take anything for granted.
Right.
The person you're talking to, or this and that, and always do this, always do that. And she's just really meticulous about me being safe. And
Yes.
we've got all of our shots and whatever else. But I'm like, how do you even know who does and who doesn't anymore? Because it's so common now.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
people just take it with a grain of salt. It goes, I just have a cold.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the scary part, because like you said, some people get hit really hard.
Yes.
I mean, I remember our good friend Mike Cardenas. He said it knocked him down on his ass, and until he was able to get up again. And
Yeah, and him worse out of everyone in his house.
yeah.
Which is weird. I mean, my daughter, both of them tested positive. One was sick; she was down for maybe a day or two, and then she was just kind of isolation. But the older one, she caught it, no symptoms whatsoever.
Right.
She tested positive, but she was like, I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to school.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's a good excuse for her.
Yeah, exactly.
What, 10 days out of
Exactly.
school? Yeah, I'm in.
I'm good.
I imagine in your younger days in the martial arts, competitions?
Yeah. I mean, there was a group of us, color belts. We would, caravan and
Did you ever have
go
to
out
fight against the crazy dragons?
You know what? It's so long ago. I really don't remember who
I
I fought
hated those
against.
guys. Those guys cheat. Tell me I'm
I
talking
was
about
gonna say,
you.
did you see any red that were, or they were supposed
Pink.
to be red, but they came out
Yeah.
pink?
Yeah.
Pink Geese.
Pink Geese.
No, you
That
don't
was
remember
Tammy
Pink
Whelan's
Geese? That was
group.
Tammy Whelan's group.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely. We saw them at different tournaments.
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff like
So
that.
then yes.
Yes.
I used to love Ralph Castro's tournaments the best. I think he put on the
Yes,
best shows.
I think I went to one or two of his.
He always had a
shows.
really good show.
Yes.
You know, his people are always really good. The family is incredible.
Yes.
But they would always have a big turnout. I remember that we had one in Alameda that I was at, and I tell you, I mean, the entire Bay Area was there. I mean, what Ralph Castro, we're all going, you know.
Right. Yes.
And then Alameda and his boat. I mean, everybody was there. I'm like, wow, this is really cool.
Yes.
You don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
No, you don't.
it
You
sucks.
don't. I think the last really big tournament I participated in was in '91. Just got back from Hawaii, and it was the IKA tournament.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I mean, there's pictures, you know, all over the interweb and so on and so forth. But they actually had a full contact stick match division there.
Wow, what?
That was brutal.
Yeah. Did you
That
play
was
in that?
brutal. So yeah. I played it. Had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was getting into.
I was right there with you.
Yeah,
I only did it once, and it was my only time.
Well, when I did it, we had hockey gloves on, elbow pads, and kendo masks.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was it.
Back in the, yeah.
That was it. That was it. And you get out there, and it was, yeah, it was painful.
Nice.
You know,
With
learn
chance sticks,
a
that would
lot.
have been fun. Oh, I bet. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost both of my fights, but I feel like I won. You know, mentally.
Yeah.
Well, no, I say because the kid that he was 19 at the time, and he'd been doing these tournaments since he was like 12.
Right.
Right.
And at the very first go, I hit his glove. And I'm like, oh, I hit weapon hand, awesome. I know anything after that would have been
Right.
right, because in my head I'm
Right.
thinking
I did what I
not
wanted.
padded.
Right, right.
And then he's like, oh man, you know, that was pretty good. He even waited to the point where he was being bashed in the face so he can grab my stick and rip it out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more points, right?
Right.
But then he shows me his hand afterwards. He's like, oh man, you busted my finger. I was like, what do you mean? His knuckle, his index finger was actually bleeding
Yes.
through a padded glove. And I was like, yes. Plus I
Yeah.
broke 4 sticks
Yes.
on my opponents.
If you really want to learn how to appreciate sticks, just
Get
do
into
it. Just
it.
do it
Yeah.
once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In my situation,
We
I
took
was kind
him
of like
in
you.
his.
Yeah.
I didn't, like I said, I didn't know what I was getting into.
Right.
And there was a total of 4 people in the division. Okay. Me and 3 other people. Well, what I didn't realize is the guy that I had to pair up with was the instructor of the other 2.
Don't you hate how that happens in tournaments?
Oh my goodness.
You know, and we've seen that a lot. And I'm always like, aren't you embarrassed to have to fight? You're the instructor, and you're going into a tournament. You know, if you lose, you
Yeah.
look like an idiot. If
Right.
you win, you're expected. So either way, you kind of screw yourself.
Yeah, oh,
That
yeah.
is never. I was like, there's no logic in
Yeah,
what you're
right,
doing.
right. You can't win for losing.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know, we had one of our girl fighters, Risa. I don't know if you know her. She went up against a guy who turned out was the instructor.
Right.
You know, she got some points off him, and we're like, you won.
Right.
You know, because you should have never gotten any points off this, but yet you
Exactly.
clocked him a couple times. You got points. I'm like, you did great. You know,
Right.